Dan. 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 I've got it in. I've got it in the program. Yeah, I gave him a buzz, so I'll do it tonight when I get in. Don't know. I'll send it tomorrow morning, so it'll be in. So yeah. Hi, Callan. Testing, testing. Okay, I'm going to test mic one. If you can let me know if it's okay.
Yeah, just pop it on the live stream so I can hear, and I'm just waiting for it to go live. Yeah, ready when you are.
Okay, mic one then. Mic one, testing, testing. Mic one, mic one. Mary had a little lamb. The doctor fainted. Mic two then. Mic two.
Alrighty.
Mic two. We've got a nice. Got Jason Alexander back in the squad, so he's there. If you can let me know if that's okay.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday Night Football here at Latimer Park. And another big game there. Keep rolling up these big games, but this one against Redditch United is our catch-up game. A win tonight would put the Poppies in the driving seat for that playoff place, with Hales Own to come on Saturday. As I say, these games couldn't be any bigger than these. Can the Poppies carry on from where they left off with that excellent last-minute gasp winner against Worcester on Saturday? If you've not seen that, it's on our YouTube channel, so look in on that one. Bit of drama here there was just as the teams were being announced, that substitute Nathan Jeshe in fact isn't in the squad this evening. He had a problem on the motorway, and Levi Andow is on the subs bench. So that's the only news on that one. Your Kettering Town lineup is Paul White in goal. Number 3, Ben Isaacson. 5, Carl Mensah in captain. 6, Harvey Peters. 8, Andy Thanodge. 10, Eddie Panther. 15, Lewis Coyle. 16, Blaine Rowe. 17, Ishmael Fatajo. 20, William Van Leer. And 21, Preston Bittermo. Your Kettering Town subs are number 2, Levi Andow. 7, Wes York. 11, Kai Williams. 19, Kai Fifield, and 22, Alfie Lewis. Tonight's match official, the referee, Luke Scott. That's the second time we've had Mr. Scott this season, and it'll be the 5th time in our records that he has graced us with his presence on the park. Redditch United a lineup with 13, Tyrese Warrington in goal. 2, Joel Sambrook. 4, Morgan Owen. 6, Alec Forshaw. 9, Alex Cameron. 10, Liam Lachlan. 12, Danny King. 14, Luke Ward. 18, Armand Solman. 19, Aaron Bishop. And 20, Robbie Bund. The subs are 1, Stan Amos. 5, Dexter Dudley Tooley. 11, Tyler Brook. 16, Jensen Subnall. And 17, Matt Warburton. Another fixture tonight to look out for is Real Bedford against Leiston. That's their catch-up game as well. And then tomorrow, another important one, Needham Market take on Stourbridge at Stourbridge. The Poppies are just 3 points behind at the same stage they were last season. That's surprisingly, but they are. And the 4-0 reverse at the Valley Stadium earlier in the season signalled the end of Simon Holyhead's tenure as he left the club on the Friday prior to the game. Eddie Panther needs 2 more goals to be the highest league scorer since Aaron O'Connor in 2017-18 season, when he scored 32 goals. So hopefully Eddie can at least get that record. Referee at Redditch is Mike Fowler. Position in the league is 7th. They've got 65 points from 39 games, 2 behind the Poppies. Leading goal scorer with 12 goals is Alex Cameron. Their form in the last 5 games overall, they've got 9 points. And on the travels, their form is 7, winning 2, losing 2, and drawn 1. The Poppies' last 5 home games against Redditch, won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1, 7 points. So very even Stevens in many respects. Redditch come to Kettering the Stat tonight on the bank of 2 defeats. They lost away at Worcester 3-1 and were thrashed 4-1 at home by Real Bedford on Saturday. So they'll be wanting to make amends for that and get back to winning ways. So it's going to be an exciting game. Fans still coming in here. It has been segregated due to the police, as Redditch brought about 100 fans, and police intelligence stating that need to be segregated at the last minute. Took us all by surprise, but that is tonight. Getting ready for the teams to come out. We're not too far away from kick-off. And just looking around, it's overcast. Not too windy, nowhere near as windy as it was on Saturday. That does have an effect on the playing surface, of course. And hopefully, as I say, that Kettering can continue their rich vein of form, propelled from nowhere, really, to getting into the potential playoff positions. And you've got a testament to Liam MacDonald and his side and squad to resurrect a Kettering season that was going nowhere fast. And hopefully tonight we can go another step forward. Just out there on the pitch is Jay Alexander. He was suspended for Mikolova on Saturday after being sent off, but he's out there warming up with Kai Fifield and Levi Andu, who has had that hamstring injury, or calf injury, I think it was. But he's out there as well. Looks to be fine as the teams come out. Led out by the officials. Redditch in their change colour of all blue. And the pop is obviously in red and black. Lining in front of us this evening. And this pitching in Southern League Premier Central game almost underway. A vital, vital match, Doug. And we're going to see how this 90-minute stroke 100 minutes of football continues Kettering's season. Alongside me for the time being is Doug. So, hi Doug, how are you?
Good evening, Paul. Absolutely fantastic. Marvellous, sir, indeed. Welcome, everybody, wherever you are, wherever you're listening. It's an important game, as Paul's already outlined to you here today, but it's great to be playing on a Tuesday night under the the lights.
This is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The teams have come out, and Redditch have gone to do their warm-ups in the Kettering half in front of the Kettering team, rather than go to the left-hand side of the park. Never seen that before.
I've never seen that before. It's absolutely empty to our left. Literally nobody in the half at all. And they've done what, 2-3 drills now, and the Kettering Town players have just got their hands on their hips as they break now and they head towards the left-hand side.
Is that their version of the haka, do you think?
It probably could, absolutely. It's a big game for them, isn't it? I mean, they've really got to win today to keep their promotion hopes alive, really, with 3 games left for them as well. So it's all to play for, but yeah, they've actually brought a few. It's good to see. It's a segregated game here.
Well, Kettering do owe them as well for that 4-0 defeat earlier in the season, where Kettering were an absolute shambles that day, and it never good losing 4-0, but on that occasion it was a poor afternoon.
It certainly was, Paul. I remember it well, and it's a different Kettering side that are facing Redditch today, and I think Redditch are have had some the last 2 games, but it's all to play for them. They've really got to get a result, however they do it. They don't mind if they win ugly, but they've got to get a result as the Kettering Town go into the huddle.
Just looking at Tyrese Warmington in goal, he looks quite diminutive.
He does, actually. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we are used to statuesque titans in between the between the goalposts, but looks like we're getting ready here now. It's all ready to. I'm going to hand you over to Paul to take it over. Enjoy the game.
Poppy is kicking from right to left towards the Prosaw end. It's going to be Redditch to get us underway. We're getting ready here then for this exciting game. A list of Poppy's TV audio, sponsored by Elgood's Brewery. Thank you, Marcus. Referee Luke Scott. And we're underway. Redditch slammed the ball out. Typical non-league, and go straight out of play for a throw-in. Reminds me of those days at Rockingham Road where they used to set Ernie Moss off down the wing to try and get the ball. Thrown to Kettering, taken by Rowe. Headed back. And it's with Van Leer trying to find Panther. On the far side, a bit of tennis at the moment. It's gone out for a Kettering throw-in on the halfway line. Fans moving round into the Prosaw end, which will match them very, very near to the Redditch United fans. There is a barrier up there to segregate the fans as Redditch come away with the ball. Good trap there by Peters. Gets it to Thanodge. Thanodge late challenge on Robbie Bunn. Referee deems that's a free kick. Solomon takes it. Arrives at chance here, maybe for a shot on target. It comes in. A number 2 on the edge of the area here comes in. Must be a chance. Goes right across the goal. and it's kept in by the corner flag on the far side by the Redditch number 5, and cleared by Thanodge, but straight to Bunn. It's back in there again, headed out by Peters, but only towards Shambrook. He puts a wayward ball on the far side to King. Comes over, headed out by Peters. There is foul on Van Leer. That will be a free kick to the Poppies. Welcome, Gary.
Thanks, Paul. Welcome, everybody, all the listeners to this not quite penultimate. I don't. Is there a word before the penultimate?
Pre-penultimate.
Yeah, pre-penultimate game of the season, or certainly it won't be, because we definitely have playoff aspirations. But so did the opposition today, and I think this is really their last chance to make a mark and get 3 points to put them back in the hunt.
Free kick being taken. It's on the far side, and Panther can't get there. It's going to be through to Van Leer, back to Bittermo. Chance here for Thanos, trying a long ranger high and wide, goes into the fans in the Pro Store end. That'll be a goal kick. Into the 3rd minute, 0-0. Very early doors here at Latimer Park. So nowhere near as windy as a Saturday that seemed to take the game on the far side. Nearly all of the game is on that far side. And Warmington in lime green takes the goal kick. Isaacson won that. And another foul there. There'll be a free kick to Redditch, just a yard or so inside the Kettering half on the far side. Kettering fans making themselves heard early doors. Still marching round to the Pro Saw end. Looks to be a reasonable Tuesday night crowd. Of course, the big game, if not, is on Saturday against Hales Ohm, which is also the presentation of awards, I think, is happening that day as well after the game. Look out on the various channels, I'd say, but we're not involved with those. So, free kick on the far side. Down to Solomon. To Owen, puts the ball in. Out comes Paul White as well. A late foul there on Paul White, goes down. And cries of off. Being booked, Aaron Bishop, who's down also, but late on Paul White. First statistic of the game is a booking. And looks like he might have come off worse. That'll teach him.
Yeah, hopefully it will, because it was a fairly reckless challenge. Paul White had come together. He clearly had the ball. A good split second before the challenge went in by Bishop. Shakes hands with Paul White as he retreats. But, yep, the first card of the day goes to the opposition.
Paul White up then, he's okay, hands on his hips. Referee gets back into the centre circle. White to deliver this free kick, does so, sends it out towards Van Leer. Van Leer can't win that. Fataggio tries to get it to Panther, but it's hooked up into the night sky. There's Thanodge over his head, trying to find Van Leer, but it's back with Thanodge. Then Fataggio, he plays it out wide to Coyle. Coyle through to Fataggio again. Fataggio he's lost the ball though. He's been beaten to it by Bunn. Quite a monster of Bunn compared to Fataggio. Sends it long. Peters gets a head onto it. It bounces to Paul White, who's right out on his the penalty area. Gathers the ball. Danger averted. As Gary said, Redditch will need to try and win this game. They're 2 points behind the Poppers. They're 2 defeats. Ball through to Fataggio, but he's not alert enough. And Bunn puts that out for a throw-in. Although Redditch say that it should be a Redditch throw-in. But they're wrong. Thanodge then got the ball from the throw-in. Right foot, he puts the ball in, but it's a pretty poor one, straight into the arms of Warmington. I was going to say Warburton's all at sea, but
Yeah, I was wondering that when I saw the name of the Wilmington. I thought, how long before Cookie gets a Dad's Army joke in? And there we go. Stop the watch. It's 7th minute.
got to be done. Got to be done. Thrown on the far side. On the halfway line for Redditch, pinching about 5 or 6 yards. Still walking down there. Anywhere? Is that anywhere you want to go? Is it? Another 10 yards taken there. Mensah gets nothing on it because it was Bittermo. It goes out for another throw-in on the far side. Early stage of this game. No, only one of the fixtures tonight. Real Bedford are playing Leiston. Real Bedford almost secure for their playoff place in 3rd place. At Leiston, a canny side. Depends which Leiston side turn up. More importantly tomorrow, though, is at Stourbridge against Needham Market. Needham Market, the dark horses, or the slow horses in this fight for a promotion push as Van Leer loses the ball. Chance here for the number 10, comes through, weaves way through, blocked. Still Redditch with possession. Oh, hits the post. Beat everybody. That was a good effort from distance. Looked like it was going out, but hit the far post. Paul White was beaten. First chance to Redditch.
Yeah, that was a very close effort right at the edge of the penalty box. I'm still waiting to see who it was once he turns round. I got my eye on him. But yeah, Paul White given no chance really. Unfortunately for him, it crashed off the post towards the top of the goal, but the throw-in comes in. Headed back in by Redditch, out by Mensah, back in, Mensah again. A bit of head tennis on the edge of the Poppies area. Finally we managed to break and it's clear. And Eddie Panther picks it up with a run, but he's beaten by Owen. Owen then gets clattered on the halfway line, and that will be a free kick.
Yeah, foul right on the halfway line, right in front of us, just a foot inside Kettering's half. It's going to be Joel Shambrook to take this.
Process of elimination. It was Lyndon King with the shot. Must be number 12.
And King to Bishop 4 then, as we shall see as Shambrook sends it out wide. It's not a particularly good one headed out by Kettering, but it's back in to Redditch. Mensah gets a foot in, leaves it though for Rowe. He can't find Fataggio. It's been humped back. Paul White calls. And Isaacson rather slow there, but has to avert to plan B. Sends it long down towards Fataggio, but it's headed in. Van Leer gets onto it, but it's very kick and rush from both sides at the moment, high into the night skies. Rowe to Fataggio. Fataggio hugging that line, foots the ball through to Panther. Nobody up there with Panther though. Panther trying to get by, but he can't beat Cameron, the captain. Cleared only towards Thanos, chests it down. Thanos puts the ball through to Panther here on the far side here. And it is a corner.
Yeah, just flicked off the defender.
I thought Panther had left the ball alone purposely for that corner. As the Kettering fans find their voice. Coyle goes over. But a deja vu, hopefully. Coyle then down by the scoreboard in this corner. A lot of movement in that 6-yard box. Corner comes in near post. It's not a particularly good one. It's cleared out easily by Shambrook. And Van Leer can't do much with that. It's threaded through to Bittermo, who leaves it for White. White puts it towards Van Leer. He's beaten to the header. Redditch get the ball. A foul on the head there, just on the halfway line to Redditch. And again, I can't see who that was, but it will be a Redditch free kick taken quickly. And it goes over everybody. And Paul White comes out. It was on Aaron Bishop who was fouled. Paul White, though, collects the ball. Sends it along towards Panther. but headed easily by Redditch. Rowe gets the ball into Van Leer. Van Leer threads the ball through the Panther. Panther there with a chance here. He's going to go a bit wide out. Comes the keeper. Does well. Warmington goes down in the 6-yard box. Snatches the ball away from Panther's feet. Throws the ball out to Shamrock. And it's sent long. There is Peters underneath it. He misses that header. Mensah gets it, but the number 20, Bunn, weaving his way through. Coyle, who switched side, regains the ball. Sends it long towards Van Leer. There is Panther on his own here. Shamrock can't get there, nor can Fataggio. It's hooked high. And Thanodge pulled back there, but he retains his composure. Gets the ball to Bittermo. He finds Isaacson. Isaacson pumps the ball forward towards Fataggio. Goes over him, and that should be a Kettering Town throw-in as Shamrock's head puts it into the burger stand on this left-hand side. 0-0 here. We're into the 30th minute. You're listening to Poppy's TV audio. We're with myself, Paul Cook, and Gary Foreman, bringing you this live broadcast on a Tuesday night football here. Maybe the last Tuesday night of the season.
It will be, unless we get a postponement. I can't believe we're going to get a postponement in the next 2 games.
Rowe then with this long throw-in. And Rowe then puts the ball in. Mensah gets a touch to it. The shots for Peters. Chance here. Can he turn? Panther can't turn. It's hooked away desperately by Redditch. It's going to go out on the far side, I would think. It has. Throw in on that far side. But a desperation in the Redditch defence there. But they did enough. It'll be a tight game, I think, this, Gary, overall.
Yeah, they're a tall, physical side, Redditch. We've got height in all throughout the spine of the team, but we know that Kettering, certainly with the 3 centre halves forward for the long throw-ins, we can cause our own trouble in that respect. Throw in looking for Mensah, but it's headed away back towards Blaine Road. That'll be another throw-in, this time a little bit closer to the corner flag on the far side. Kettering fans away to our left in the Pro Store stand, trying to make their voices heard. As Rowe launches it back into the penalty area. It's flicked on, and then Redditch in the end scatter it clear. Coyle with a shot. It's blocked on the edge of the box, and then cleared again, but picked up by Coyle. Hoists it forward to the edge of the box. Panther's being manhandled. Play on, says the referee. And then it's hoiked out for another throw-in. This time it will be on the near side.
Yeah, hooked away in desperation again there. Thanodge going to have a quick word with the referee. There will be a throw-in on this left-hand side. Rowe comes over to put another long delivery in. It's as you were, but on the other side now. Coyle's there for the short one if need be, but that won't happen. In it comes this time again. Mensah's in the mix. It's going to go out for a goal kick. And then that came off Mensah for a goal kick. There's a Redditch player doing his bootlaces up as Warmington places the ball on the edge of the 6-yard box. Luke Ward playing for Redditch, the Luke Ward that played for Kettering under Lee Glover, I think. As it's pumped back into the half towards Panther, he's beaten to it. Van Leer gets the ball, he does well, has to turn, loses the ball at a vital time, and intercepted by Thanodge. But away goes Lachlan. Shamrock with him. He sends it long. There's a chase for Forshaw. He scored the only goal in the 4-1 defeat on Saturday to Real Bedford. A throw-in to the Reds. Redditch known as the Reds as well, playing in blue this evening. Shamrock going over. He must be their long throw specialist as the way that it's all set up. Shamrock then puts in a long throw. It is quite long, headed out by Peters. Redditch get the ball back, cut out again by Van Leer to Thanodge. Chests it down, sends it wide to Fataggio, flicks the head on, but unfortunately Owen Morgan allows that to run through to Warmington. And I think Fataggio was trying to get the ball to Panther, but the connection wasn't right. Mensah under a bit of pressure there, gets a free kick, much to the pleasure of the Redditch number 9 Cameron, leading goal scorer Cameron on 12 goals for Redditch. Paul White then take this free kick halfway in Kettering's half. He sends it long towards Van Leer. Goes over Van Leer. Shambuck gets a head to it. Laughlin's going to come away with the ball, which he's been chased by Coyle. Does quite well. Mensah intercepts. Mensah gets the ball to Coyle. Coyle plays for Fataggio on this left-hand side, inside to Thanodge. Thanodge weaves his way through. Gets the ball back to Fataggio. Fataggio going through. Flips it through to Van Leer. Van Leer. And that will be a corner. Does well there. Redditch want a goal kick, but when you put the ball out, that's usually a corner, isn't it?
Yep, indeed. Kettering now working hard, become the dominant side in the last 10 minutes or so in terms of possession. Long throw-ins, and now another corner on this near side, which Fataggio is going to take. In towards the 6-yard area. It's headed out on the near post, and that will be a foul. Blaine Rowe adjudged to have collided with, I think it was Sharnbrook, the number 2. Didn't seem a lot in it to me, but that referee Luke Scott thought otherwise. It's just going to be a free kick on the edge of the 6-yard box. 0-0 here at Latimer Park.
Tyrese Warmington then in lime green, going back to face the Poppers fans who have been giving them some encouragement. Places it down just outside the 6-yard box for this free kick. Delivers it on the right-hand side, going towards Cameron, but a win there. Panther won't get there. Shambuck heads the ball back to the keeper, who's come right out of his penalty area to throw the ball out on the far side. And Luke Ward hops in the air, a slight little touch. Referee deems that a foul by Van Leer. And the Kettering fans are wising up to the Redditch tactics, I think.
Well, they might be wising up, but that's 2 relatively soft free kicks that Luke Scott has given to the opposition. Warmington, well in his half, but clears long towards the edge of the penalty box. A bit of grappling going on there. It's still not clear yet from Kettering, and it comes off Bittermote. So it's going out for a throw-in. It is thrown to the opposition. No, it's thrown to Kettering. So there was a decision that Redditch thought were going their way, but this time Mr. Scott said otherwise.
Thrown then on the far side. Isaacson delivers it down the line. It cleared by Redditch. A collision between 2 players. Fataggio can't control that, nor can Panther. But Thanodge can. He gets it to Coyle. Coyle to Fataggio. He's loses the ball, shows too much of it, but gets it back to Thanodge. Thanodge has to turn. Not a lot on for him at the moment. Goes back into his own half, being pursued by Bunn. Sends it long. Goes over everybody, and Panther is adjudged to have pushed the number 6, Forshaw, in the back. When you look at the size of Forshaw compared to Panther, it's hardly a match, is it?
No, it's man and boy, and that's
it is
physique stakes, it has to be said. So I can see why Eddie felt he needed to have perhaps a little nudge in the back, but he didn't get away with it.
Warmington then with the free kick sends it down towards Lachlan, and there is Coyle. Thanodge gets a foot in towards Van Leer. Van Leer going forward, only Panther now streaking forward. Panther wants a shot from Van Leer, it's blocked. and cleared by Redditch. Panther wanted the ball played through, but Van Leer fancied his chances. It was a nice height, but it was well blocked by the Redditch defence just outside the penalty area. Throwing on this left-hand side. Coyle fights for Taggio. He falls over, but it gets through to Thanodge. Thanodge coming through. Thanodge. A chance here for Van Leer. Puts a curling shot in high wide, and that goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick. New ball required.
Well, he's backed himself a couple of times there, Cookie, Mr. Van Leer, from range. One was charged down, and the other
Needs
one...
to focus on his aiming, isn't he, really?
Yeah, yeah. He was well off target with that one. But
right idea, though, wasn't it? You know, there's plenty of space to angle the shot. It just didn't get the connection right. But well, the poor goal kick, and it's arrived at Panther. He's out wide, though. No one giving him any help at the moment. Ball comes over, cleared easily, though, by Redditch and hooked away, only towards Peters, who gets a heavy connection on that. It's headed back into Kettering's half. There's Mensah to head it back. A lot of head tennis. As Owen gives the ball to Panther, really. It's a poor... Then the foul on Panther just outside the area on the far side. Blatantly pushed in the back. Free kick.
yeah, it's a good spot, this one, for Lewis Coyle and his left foot to whip this one in.
Panther, for a young lad, 17 goals since he's been with Kettering in 21 games. Certainly a handful. And he'll be desperate to get another goal on his CV. Coyle over there as the referee is having a word with... not even a word with... Yeah, Chambra at the number 2. Tell him to get back 10 yards. Still hasn't gone back 10 yards. Referee now having a word with him. So Coyle then to whip one in. What will happen here? Whistle goes. Up goes the arm. Coyle puts the ball in here. Back post there. Isaacson heads it out for a goal kick. Just a bit too high for Isaacson to get any power on it. Came on top of his head and out of play.
It's a well-worked routine that we've seen before from Kettering. Peters and Mensah sort of go towards the middle. Isaacson peels off to the back post. We've seen him score a goal like that before here. But as you say, Cookie, top of his head this time. Goal kick to Redditch, and neither goalkeeper really has had to do any work of any note so far, as we're into the 25th minute. Redditch picked the ball up in the Kettering half. Fataggio and Peters battling back for it. Fataggio does well, finds Van Leer. Van Leer crosses over to the Redditch half now. Cuts inside. Good ball to find Bittermo, but his touch is heavy. Forshaw clears to Lyndon King. Lyndon King out to Cameron, being policed by Mensah towards the far touchline. Mensah does well, wins the ball, and plays it long. That's a big ask for Fataggio, though. And I think Sharnbrook will just let that run out. Indeed he does. And that's a goal kick.
Yeah, neither side with any chance, really, to break the deadlock. As Gary said, no goalkeeper, either goalkeeper tested. Kettering had quite a lot of possession of the ball. Had a few wayward shots. Other than that, it's been a very even game. Both sides looking at each other to see how they perform. As I say, this is a different Kettering side to the one that lost 4-0 at the Valley Stadium earlier in the season. And Redditch gets back underway. Panther gets the ball, but nobody with him. There's a ball pressed out to Rowe on the far side. It's being chased down by Morgan Owen. And Kettering get the throw in. Good work there by Rowe. Plays it on to Morgan Owen. And it'll be a throw-in on the far side. It'll be Blaine Rowe time again, I would think, for a long one. It is. He goes to retrieve the ball. It's about 10 yards or so from the corner flag on the far side. And the scoreboard shining brightly in the night. In comes the throw-in. Headed out, though. Headed out again. 3 touches, 4 touches. It's back with Panther. Panther angles the ball in. It's headed out easily though. Men's from underneath it tries a volley. He does, and we won't be talking about that one too much.
No, I think he's between him and Van Leer at the moment for long-range shooting. It's there's not much to choose from in terms of the best one we've seen so far, Cookie, but quite refreshing in some respect though that they're going to prepare to give it a go from an unlikely range, should we say. But that just shows you the confidence that Kettering have got at the moment as Warmington clears to the halfway line. Flicked on but out by number 14 Luke Ward. Throw quickly taken by Rowe down the line, but it's picked up by Redditch in the midfield. Thanodge is doing well to win the ball back, but then he loses it to Bunn. Bunn plays out to looking to Cameron, but Isaacson should get that first. Oh, and that's a bad play there from Isaacson. Unfortunately, Paul White was very alert because the pass back to Paul White was under hit, and Cameron was in, but White just managed to smother the shot. Kettering now on the break the other end with Fataggio to Van Leer. Van Leer in the centre. Cameron still down away to our right. Fataggio turns, plays it into Panther. Panther into the penalty box. Is that a penalty? Well, that looked a penalty to me, but the referee says no.
Well,
and I think Redditch got away with it there, and then finally the referee says the ball's out of play. I'll go and see what's wrong with Mr. Cameron.
I've been biting my lip to say anything about the referee.
Yes, yes, we know about him.
We do have history with this particular official.
We do.
And not very good history either.
No, we don't.
Is the fifth time we've had him. On the 4 other occasions, we've lost 3 and drawn 1. 2 of them have been quite controversial. And that's another one to go in the controversial book. As to me, that looked like a penalty. And as Gary said, they've got away with this one, Redditch. But Cameron now is seeking attention as the players go for drinks. No scores in any of the other matches. Real Bedford 0, Leiston 0, Stamford 0, Banbury United 0, and a stalemate here as well. Stamford almost safe from relegation. When you consider they only had 7 points before Christmas, they've done remarkably well. A bit like Kettering, really, when we come from nowhere to get into the playoffs. Stamford's season has turned round tremendously.
Well, they took 6 points off us.
4,
was it?
Yes, 4. Draw here, wasn't it?
Oh, it was the last late goal, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, and they were deserved winners at
yes,
at their place, and that was a sort of a new low really for Kettering at the time, where we knew that as we were told by Liam that things would get worse before they got better. But Cameron is back on his feet with a little hop and a skip and a jump, and Mr. Scott will be asking for this game to get back underway again.
Indeed, waited for him to underway as Isaacson's waiting patiently to take this throw in. Cameron on the far side. Cries of "come on, referee" from some of the fans. Isaacson getting ready to launch this one if he can. Throwing been taken, and Cameron back on. Ball with Peters. Peters coming forward. Peters squares it to Thanodge. He takes a turn, sends it out wide to Rowe. Has to chest that down, but in doing so fouls Morgan. It'll be a free kick. It was rather whipped at him too heavy, really. He chested it down, but he had no control, and it went to Morgan, who then collided with him and gets a free kick out of it. 0-0. 31 minutes at Latimer Park. Tuesday nights have been either very good for Kettering or very bad. We had a 6-0 win and a 2-0 defeat and a 0-0 draw.
Yes.
So
see what the last Tuesday brings.
Yes. Warmington then with the free kick sends it down there. Mensah gets the top of his head to it, goes high into the sky. It's headed down. Tries of handball, but Patagio just slams the ball straight back to Forshaw. He pummels the ball into the night sky. Ball spent a lot of time in the air. A chance here maybe for Redditch to get an opening, but they haven't done so. Bunn loses the ball to Bittermo, who then gets the ball through to Fatagio. Fatagio, it's overran, and there's a foul been brought back on Bittermo. And so you've got Helzo in here on Saturday. That should be a large crowd.
Yeah, I think we'll be segregated again for that one, purely on the numbers that
I think they've
Helzo in expected to bring.
Probably 300 of them come in, I would have thought. And there's at least 4 buses, that's 200, plus the cars, so should be an interesting game with Jason Cowley on 30 goals. Is their target man. It's a throw into Kettering on this left-hand side as Bittermo leaves it for Rowe, who's going to put a long one in, and they've got Ponticelli, who's re-signed on loan from Tamworth, as the ball goes to Coyle, puts the ball over. It's an up and under, and that goes out of play for a goal kick. A bit of a come together there between Coyle and can't see who it is.
Liam Coyle at Bunn. Liam Coyle needs to just watch himself, because he did have a little tap at the legs, shall we say, at Bunn off the ball, and if the referee had seen that, especially this one, he might have been in trouble. So yeah, keep your cool, Mr. Coyle.
Bit of recoil there, then, I suppose. And that's Warmington then with the kick, headed towards Panther, who's doing well on the far side. He collides with the number 2 Shamrock. The number 4 Owen, who goes down, and he's been helped to his feet by Liam Lachlan. Referee goes over. Having a quick word with the official over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it started to turn into an amateur dramatics night, I think, rather than a football match at times.
Well, certainly for the team in blue, they've every time they go down, there's as you say, an issue.
There's a squeal and a roll.
And there is. Throwing then taken by Redditch. It comes off Isaacson. He didn't know much about that. Another throw on the halfway line. Lachlan leaves it. Morgan pinches 4 or 5 yards. Comes off his thigh to Coyle. It goes over Coyle though, and he gets a second attempt. Bunn puts the ball over. Here's a chance for the number 20 to put one in. Kettering clear the ball with Thanodge, but he gives it away straight back to Bunn. Bunn tries to get the ball over, blocked by Coyle. It's put in again. Out comes Paul White, and is offside. I think it is. Yeah.
Cameron was offside, and right in front of White, who was distracted when the ball came across. So, although
very cagey game
White,
indeed, this one.
Yeah, White couldn't get to the ball, but no harm done. As you say, it's very cagey, bit of a chess match with, I'll say, Bishop and Lyndon King on the board for the oppositions. But we've got some pieces of our own, that's for certain. Back underway. Sharnbrook heads it away to the midfield area. Thanodge back for Kettering. That looked like a handball, but no, says the referee. Out for a Poppy's throw-in on the far side. Blaine Rowe takes it short this time to Thanodge. Inside looking for Van Leer, but it's cleared by Redditch. And then Blaine Rowe puts it out for a throw-in to the opposition. Just close to the Poppy's bench on the far side.
Yes, up to date for Kettering and York, Williams, Fyford and Lewis. Nathan Jeshe was down originally, but some incident on the motorway, I think, and he hasn't made it. Nothing wrong, I don't think, with him.
No, he's fine. His tyre blew out, apparently, unfortunately. And it does leave us very limited for attacking options on the bench.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Panther is away on the far side. There's nobody with him, though, in the centre. Going to put the ball over. It's blocked. And Fataggio can't get there. It's cleared by Redditch. It goes over everybody. There's Isaacson to Thanodge. Thanodge gets it back to Peters. Peters on the halfway line. Takes a touch, gets it to Mensah. Mensah. One touch forward, sends it long towards Rowe on that far side. It's going to go out for a Kettering throw, which it does. 37 minutes, 0-0. Hardly a chance for either side as the ball is put in, headed out. Coyle will react quick to this. He does. Gets it back to Peters. Peters has to get the ball back to Paul White as Cameron was bearing down him. White puts it out to Rowe. To Fataggio. Does well, chests it down. Fataggio coming forward. Still Fataggio coming forward. He's overhit it slightly. It's cleared by Redditch desperately. Coyle allows that to go out of play for a throw in by the halfway line. He takes it quickly. Gets it to Harvey Peters. Peters. Still Peters going now into the Redditch half. Finds Van Leer. Van Leer out wide to Isaacson. Isaacson. Still Isaacson puts a low ball in. A chance here. Can't get there. Can Panther. Nor can Van Leer, and Redditch clear the ball. Coming away with it now as Thanodge tries to shorten down the ball. It runs into the penalty area. Out comes Paul White. Just traps the ball. Picks it up calmly. Holds the ball in one hand. And bounces it a few times. Delivers it long. Fataggio up front with Panther. Here comes Panther. The goalkeeper does well as another bounce, and that would have given Panther a chance to tap the ball in, but Warrington did well. Warrington sends it into the Kettering half. Mensah misses that one. Isaacson doesn't. Fataggio can't get it. Mensah can't either. He goes down. Redditch come away with the ball. Intercepted though by Fataggio. Fataggio got nobody with him at the moment. He's got Van Leer now and Panther. Van Leer hasn't got the ball. Cleared by Redditch. Fataggio just overhit it slightly. It's back with Peters. He turns. A bit of time for Peters to decide what to do with it. He looks up. He's got Thanodge with him, who he uses. Thanodge putting Kettering's half. Right footed. Sends it out wide, but it'll be intercepted, I would think it is. Fataggio can't win that one, but it does arrive at Isaacson. Then Mensah. Mensah. Good ball to Fataggio. Comes inside. There's the chance here for Bittermo's then tugged back. Bittermo going through. Chance here for Panther. Can he shoot? He can't turn. Gets the ball back to Bittermo. Chance here for Fataggio. Comes in. It's quite a soft shot. The bounce is all wrong for Kettering, and they managed to get the ball away rather luckily. And a heavy touch by Thanodge. But good work from Fataggio. Gets the ball out wide to Isaacson. He overhits that though. Can Bittermo get the ball over? He can. It comes in. That's going to be a corner. Good work from Kettering. Good attacking, fast play. And liven the crowd up behind the goal.
Yeah, good bit of interplay from Kettering there. Fataggio making a nuisance of himself with a few runs, just heading into a few blind alleys, but reworked pretty well. Good interplay within the midfield area. Good cross in. Well defended on that near post by Forshaw, but it is a Poppets corner that Lewis Coyle will be taking.
Cries of Eddie, Eddie by the Kettering faithful in that Prosaw stand as Coyle shapes up to take this corner. Looks like it's going to be an in-swinger. In it comes near post. Comes back to Coyle. Have to allow for the bounce. He does. He puts the ball in again. It's headed down and out. Mensah is going to pick this one up. He puts the ball back in. The chance here for Van Leer, but no, he can't get there. Mensah can, but he's judged to have fouled Cameron, who goes down like a box of chocolates, and it is a free kick.
Yeah, I think it was a fair decision on
it
that
was
occasion.
A fair decision, yeah.
Mensah just a little bit too eager to get to the ball, going through the man to get it.
And already the Kettering fans beginning to move. They can't go towards the turnstiles as it's cordoned off. They have to work all the way around the ground to get to their half-time cup of tea as Warrington sends it into Kettering's half. Peters gets a good head to it. And there is Owen. Plays it out to wide. King. Stand by the corner flag. And that will be, not sure if that's a throw-in or a corner.
Throw-in.
Throw-in, isn't it? Yeah, just 2 or 3 yards from the corner flag.
Looks like they've got their own long
They have
throw
Shamrock.
specialist, Shamrock.
Yeah, he's about the same distance he creates as Bittermo does with ours. But we're into the 42nd minute of this game. A game really of no chances so far from either side. A lot of huffing and puffing and posturing, but nothing directly in front of goal. As the throw-in comes in, it's headed out and hooked away by Kettering. That will be a throw-in on the far side. Both these sides need the points to keep their push going towards the playoffs. And who's going to break first? Redditch. Sharnbrook on the far side takes the throw in. Wessington gets ahead to it, and it's Bittermo. Sends it long to Chaser for Taggio. He's got Owen with him, and it goes out of play for a throw in. He couldn't stop that one. Morgan Owen going over to take it. There's Morgan Owen Jones. It'd be the full complement of names, wouldn't it? That's throw in then. Eventually he'll get taken. Doesn't see any urgency in taking
No, they're
these,
not in a rush, are they?
No. So Owen with it. Headed on. Cries of handball. Referee ignores that, and that's another throw into Redditch on the far side. Mensah geeing up the troops, making sure they're alert as we come into the final moments of this first half. Keep concentrating. Throw in comes in. It's back with the throw in taker. Sharnbrook puts the ball in. Cleared by Peters. It's back over this right hand side to Shamrock. Shamrock right footed puts the ball in near post. A chance here. Paul White comes out. It arrives at his arms. He delivers the ball. Not a particularly good one though, unfortunately. But Kettering do get possession with Fataggio. Can pan to get the other side, which he can, but it's cleared to Peters. Peters, Fanodge sends it towards Panther, and this time the number 6 having a bit of a struggle with Panther is Forshaw. Came out second best there almost, but it will be a goal kick.
Yeah, a little jack in the box that he is, Eddie Panther.
Could do with some help up front, I feel, really. He's on his own.
Yeah, but it's up to Van Leer and Fataggio. They're the sort of the 2 attacking midfielders, but neither of them, particularly Van Leer, has had much of an impression on the game so far, as Mr. Scott tells Warmington just to get a little move along. As we wait the disco board on the far side that Mount Lure is preparing, so we can tell you how many extra minutes. Yeah, probably 1 minute to go.
That's 2 minutes added time.
2 minutes added time then as Bittermo loses that header, but well won by Fanodge, bursting forward. He's overhit it. Hit Fanodge again. A chance here for Panther. Penalty. Yeah. Been brought down. Fanodge got the ball away. It hit his stomach. Went through to Panther. Panther is just about to strike the ball. Sliced down by Forshaw. And that will be a penalty.
Yeah. Even Mr. Scott had to give that one. That was a very blatant penalty. Clearly took the man. And Eddie Panther will shortly have the opportunity to get another goal in the Kettering Town shirt. And hopefully to break the deadlock as we move into the extra time of this first half.
Well, Fataggio has got the ball at the moment. But no, he hasn't been booked as Forshaw. Very lucky not to be in the referee's book. Referee clearing the Redditch players away from the 6-yard box, who are still lingering around. As Warmington getting some advice from the Kettering fans behind the goal. Panther steps up. He has missed one at Latimer Park, but Panther then. We wait with bated breath. He's over the ball, referee making sure everyone's in the correct position. Whistle goes, Panther steps up to it, Panther comes in here. And he's missed it. Poor penalty again from Panther. And it was along the ground. Goalkeeper fell on it. And the last time Kettering missed a penalty, they drew 0-0 against Banbury. If my memory serves me correct, but another foul there on Panther.
Yeah, it's a shame. That was a golden opportunity. The only real opportunity of the half. And Eddie Panther will be very disappointed with his effort. Wasn't the cleanest of strikes. He went down to the goalkeeper's left, which is, of course, where he scored his penalty from. But Warmington guessed right. Landed on top of the ball, didn't spill it. And the chance went begging.
It was an easy save, really. He did well. He guessed the right way, which was the main thing. And Bittermo with a chance here, puts the ball in. Cleared by Redditch. And there goes the half-time whistle. Ends in a bit of disappointment for the Poppies. Missing a penalty on the stroke of half-time. Good save, though, I'd say, from Warmington. Guessed the right way. Being congratulated by the Worcester players through save. That's really the only incident of the first half. We'll leave you. It's 0-0. We're back in the second half. See you then. Well, welcome back to Latimer Park as the teams are preparing to come out for it. As the Kettering Town under-16s are parading their trophy around the ground, which they are champions of their division. And getting a nice warm reception from the Poppies fans in the Tin Hat who've swapped sides. You've just joined us, it's at 0-0. Poppies missing a golden opportunity to go ahead in the last minute of the first half, where Eddie Panther missing a penalty. And here come the lads showing their trophy. So, first silverware of the year to the under-16s. So, they're out come Kettering, led by Carl Mensa. Liam was out a little bit earlier. Kettering attacking the Tin Hat end, their preferred end to attack. Let's hope that very similar to the Banbury United game. That was 0-0. It was a stubborn game like this one is, and Eddie missed a penalty in that one as well. So let's hope it isn't deja vu. And Real Bedford one down at home to Leiston, and Stamford 1 up against Banbury United. So they're doing their cause very good at the moment. Currently, Kettering are in 4th place and on 68 points, 2 ahead of Howes Owen. We play on Saturday, so still all to play for. Redditch not out of the equation either, and big 45 minutes of football coming up for the Poppies, especially after missing that penalty. Otaggio then is going to get us underway for the Poppies. No changes from either side.
9:70.
Getting ready, there goes the whistle. We are off. Ball on the far side with Coyle heading it into Panther, over his head for Panther. And again, be wanting to resurrect that. It's a poor ball though from Bittermo, and away come the visitors with Bunn. On the far side to Lachlan. First attacking move, it's been intercepted though as Vertaggio wins the ball back. Under pressure, got 2 round him, and arrives at Thanodge, who gives the ball away, unfortunately. Then wins it back, then loses it again. There's a foul by Thanodge just outside the area, gives the Redditch an early chance to put Paul White under pressure. We have tonight's attendance for you is 970. And there's a contingent from Redditch as well with travel. Well done to them. Probably the most we've had so far. That'll be beaten obviously on Saturday with Howes Owen's large following. But this free kick is 4 in the wall for the Poppies at the moment. It's in a good position on the angle. It's about 4 yards outside the penalty area on the far side of the Latimer Park, and gives them a very good chance to get something on target. Comes in, Paul White palms the ball away, does well, and then Bittermo can't stop it from going out for a throw-in, but the first shot on target for Redditch. Paul White did enough to parry the ball away, and a throw-in to the visitor. Shambrook, the long throw specialist, coming over to take this. Early pressure for the Poppies in this second half. Shambrook delivers the throw in. It comes headed out by Mensa, and then Van Leer. Oh, sorry, Thanodge, but he gives the ball away on the far side to Lachlan. Lachlan's got Coyle in front of him, one the other. Lachlan whips the ball in again, headed out by Mensa, but Redditch still in possession on this left-hand side with Shambrook, who allows that to go out for a throw-in. Listen to Poppies TV audio, sponsored by Elgoods Brewery. Good old Elgoods, still supporting the Poppies media, matchday media. In comes the throw-in, headed out by Mensah, but it's back in there. Cleared, cries of handball, but it arrives at Bunn. He tries a rocket, an Exocet missile. Must have taken a deflection because he's gone for a corner. Redditch should come out to all guns blazing. And Kettering needs to quell this.
Yeah, I said at the start of the game that they need to come here and win. They didn't show a lot of ambition, shall we say, in the first half, but so far, early doors. 3 minutes gone in this second half, but it's been all the action away to our left.
Indeed, as the corner is about to be taken on this left-hand side, up go the arms. Delivered in towards that back post. Paul White punches the ball out. It's a good punch. It's a foul on Paul White. Referee acknowledges that. Will be a free kick. But White, again, doing very well. A bit windier now as we get into the latter part of the evening. White then on his 6-yard box, just outside it. He's against the wind in this half. It's a good one towards Bittermo, flicked onto Fataggio, but cleared by Redditch. Only towards Isaacson, gets a heavy head on that, and it goes out for a throw-in. Hit the top of his head. Hadn't really got control. Luke Ward coming over to take this. Ex-Poppy, of course. There's usually an ex-Poppy in most sides that we play against these days. None, though, in the Halzoin team. That Ward is going to take this throw-in for a change, rather than Shambrook. He's got a decent throw as well as the ball comes out, cleared by Thanodge. And that's going to go out for a Kettering throw-in. Good work from Panther, putting Owen Morgan under pressure. Or Morgan Owen under pressure, sorry. He put it out for a throw-in. Isaacson, right in front of our commentary position. The halfway line, delivers the ball towards Panther. It's headed out, though. Cleared by Bunn. Mensah's going to have to react quickly. Paul White's come well out of his area. And he just puts it out. I thought the ball was going to come into the gantry. I know our cameraman was getting a bit worried. It was aiming towards him. Referee has told Ward to go back. The referee's actually wrong. Ward's right. But there we are. Ward with the throw-in, headed out by Rowe. Ward gets a return header to Thanodge, who heads the ball out. But Redditch get the ball back in again. That's going to go out harmlessly for a goal kick. 0-0 here. We're into the 51st minute. And early pressure from Redditch in this second half. Kettering yet to put Warmington under any pressure, who has had a good evening so far with that penalty save in the first half on the stroke of half-time. The only real danger from either side. Paul White's had to collect a few balls, but nothing major. And Warmington has kept his side in it at 0-0 with a decent save as Panther gets a flick on. And goes through to Fataggio, gets it back to Coyle. Coyle on the far side sends it long, but he won't reach Panther. Reaches Thanodge. It's a heavy bounce, and he gets it back to Mensah. Mensah pumps it forward. Van Leer can't get there. Thanodge is fouled in the back by Bunn in the centre circle. Been taken from the wrong place. Referee wants it taken from the correct place. Gives everyone a chance now to get back into their positions. Cameron getting in the way. Coyle. The actual kick needs to be taken inside the centre circle. That's where the foul was committed. Coyle takes a quick one to Thanodge. Thanodge deflected and out. Thanodge gets the ball back to Coyle, who have to react quickly. Gets to Fataggio on the far side. He's got 3 round him, beats 1, and loses the ball, but gets the throw-in off it. Does well, Fataggio. Plays it on to the Redditch defender for a throw-in. Coyle goes over to take this one, but he's going to leave it, I think. No. Decides to take it to Van Leer. Back to Coyle. Coyle, heavy touch. Cleared by Redditch, just booted anywhere, and it arrives at Morgan. And Kettering regain possession through Thanodge. Thanodge to Rowe. Rowe lets the bounce work for him. He's got Isaacson behind him who he uses. Rowe goes forward. Sends it long here for Panther. So it's a heavy touch by the Redditch player who then hoofs the ball out of play for a throw-in. Gives Blaine Rowe a chance to put a long throw in, Gary.
Yeah, first chance we can look away to our right for any sustained length of time as the three big centre halves go forward for the Poppies. It's going to be Blaine Rowe to launch it on this near side. Into the penalty box it goes. Peters with a flick on, and it's hooked away from just under the crossbar by Redditch defender on the far side. And back in play, Mensah does well, drags it back in, gets a shot away and saved by Warmington on his near post. Kettering applying pressure, good save, corner.
Yeah, good work from Mensah, and just outside the 6-yard box, turned well with his long legs, fired the ball in. Good save from Warmington, pushing it away for a corner. And both goalkeepers in action in this second half. Coyle with the kick back to Isaacson, and another save pummeled away this time by Warmington at his near post, denying Isaacson. Kettering in front of the tin hat. Two decent chances, two good saves from Warmington.
Yep. We're warming Warmington's gloves at the moment.
We are indeed. They don't like it up them. They might have to in a minute. As Battaggio puts the ball in here, near it's headed out though. And Coyle can't stop that going out for a throw in. It is. He's back to Battaggio, who's remained up. Then he loses the ball at the vital time. It's cut out by Thanos, who pumps the ball back in. Kettering still with the ball. Van Leer goes down, gets the ball threaded through. And a foul on Van Leer, who's gone down. Van Leer does get in the wars.
He does. I'm not sure whether it was a free kick or it's a throw-in, actually. I think it's a throw-in because Blaine Rowe is across and we know what's coming next.
We do. No substitutions yet for either side as Rowe will launch one into the penalty area again. Hopefully can cause some confusion and generate a goal. Rowe then, in it comes, goes over everybody, and there's a chance. No, it's going to be cleared. It is hooked away desperately. There's only one up for Redditch, which is Lachlan. He's got Bittermo and Coyle with him. He's doing well, Lachlan. It goes out for a corner. Did very well there, actually, under pressure. And out of nothing, from one end to the other, Redditch is turned to put Paul White and the Kettering defence under pressure. 57 minutes gone here, 0-0 if you've just joined us. If you are listening around the world in warmer climates, lucky devils. That's all I will say. Hope we're coming through loud and clear. Corner then on this left-hand side by the turnstiles. Up go the arms. Comes in at the near post here. Punched out again by Paul, but does exceptionally well here as Thanodge gets a foot in towards Panther. He'll allow the bounce to work for him. It's come off Panther and has gone through to Van Leer. But Isaacson stops that from going out. Isaacson sending it long. Panther and well, Cameron having to come out. There's a bit of a confusion there. Out comes Warmington as Forshaw got in the way. But Warmington, who's had a good second half so far. Two excellent saves. Both goal bound. It's a good kick. Mensah and Peters underneath. Peters wins the header. To Van Leer, who's tugged back. And it runs the wrong side. A Panther coming through. Handball there. Karais as Panther can't get the ball, but it comes off a Kettering player, and that will be a throw in to Redditch. Player is off the pitch. Are they going to hoof him back on, or a la Worcester, or is he going to remain off the pitch? Well, Mensah says it's our ball, but not according to...
No, it clipped off Van
it did
Leer.
clip off Van Leer. You could see it quite easily. Well, it's livened up a bit this game. And Luke Ward told to go back about 5 yards. Getting some advice from the Kettering fans in there, who he acknowledges. Delivers the ball. Isaacson gets the header in. Clear towards Van Leer. Van Leer bowled down. It should be a booking maybe by now. They're only one booking in the game so far. Van Leer brought down about 4 yards outside the penalty area, just off centre. It's a good distance, Gary, for a strike.
It is. I think this is definitely going to be a strike rather than a cross. It's begging to be hit. It's begging to be shot. And it's going to be, well, Coyle must be a favourite with his left foot as he just moves the ball slightly to get a better angle. Fataggio is the other player that's next to the ball. Warmington trying to line up his wall. Mensah trying to get in the way of that process and now having a little bit of shove to and fro with Forshaw at the back. So who's your money on Cookie? Is it going to be Coyle or Fataggio?
I think it'll be Fataggio. It is.
Should have been Coyle.
Should have been Coyle.
Over
the bar?
Over the bar by distance. Over the, yes. Okay. Yeah, rewind. Let's go for the alternative. I thought, you know, left-footed.
Well, Coyle hasn't scored for Kettering yet, so...
well, it had to be him then, didn't it?
You know.
We've had a few debutant scorers in recent weeks, so why not Lewis
only
Coyle?
Coyle and Thanodge that haven't scored this season for Kettering. Well, and Paul White, of course, you can't really count him, but all the rest have got a digit next to their names as the ball is played into Kettering's half from the goal kick. Redditch get the ball, feed it through, well won by Peters. It goes out for a throw-in on that far side. 61 minutes we're into, 0-0. Pompey's missing a penalty in that first half. Is that going to be crucial, as it was against Banbury? Plenty of time to go, though, for either side to make a statement in this game. The ball comes over. It's a chance here. Straight into Paul White's arms, and that was a chance for Redditch, definitely. Either side of Paul White from Robbie Bunn would have been interesting. But White did enough. He did well. Centre of his goal as Fataggio can't win that header. Lachlan can't either. Fataggio gets the ball back. It's a bit messy in there as Mensah gives the ball away. Bunn flipped the ball through. A chance here for Cameron. He's through. Out comes Paul White, 6-yard box to... he's not happy with his defence, and rightly so, Paul White, shouting the odds here. No changes, as I say. Nobody warming up for Kettering at the moment as Paul White puts this one into orbit. And it goes over the dark side of the moon and back onto the park. Bittermo gets the ball to Fataggio. Fataggio's racing away. He's under pressure. Loses the ball, though, to Solman. Shanbrook gets the ball on the far side, gets the return on the far side here. Two in the middle for Redditch, but good work from Thanodge. Sends the ball wide for Fataggio. Fataggio now is away here. He's got Panther in front of him. Rowe is joining him, but they've got back. Does a lovely little turn from Fataggio, plays it out wide to Rowe. Blaine Rowe, can he get the ball over? He can't. It sticks in the legs of the Redditch defender who hurriedly tries to clear the ball. But Bittermo wins it back, puts the ball over. It goes over. Everybody has a chance here. Another cry for a penalty. Nothing given by the referee as Panther is knocked down and Fataggio goes down as well. The cries of off, but optimistic there, I think.
Yeah, he hasn't given a free kick, so it certainly won't be a case of off. There was a coming together. I think Panther got caught in the head, but Luke Steele didn't see that as an infringement. So it'll only be treatment Michael Hunter on for Eddie Panther. 63 minutes gone here at Latimer Park. Still 0-0. Still a bit of a chess match as it was in the first half. The golden opportunity, as Cookie mentioned, was Eddie Panther's miss in extra time of that first half. Since then, Redditch had a good start to the second half, but Kettering have had the better attempts on goal at Warmington.
The problem is, Gary, is that
kept him out.
if Panther has to go off, it does limit us up front
Yeah, very much so.
considerably. I mean,
Well,
looking at got York and Williams and Fifield.
I think
but-
York would be the obvious candidate, you know, the utility man. He can play in about 4 different positions.
At the same time,
Quite competently, Wes York. So,
no one's stripping off at the moment. Panther's still down, receiving treatment from Michael Hunter. He's sat up now. Referee goes over to see how things are going. It'll be a travesty to lose Panther at any stage of any game, especially with the run-in that Kettering have got with the next couple of games. And as I say, how's Owen on Saturday? It's also the presentation of awards, player presentation awards after the game. So if you are going to stay after the game, you'll see who's won all the Player of the Year and etc. etc. No doubt there'll be some media coverage of that in the week. Well, Panther is up, and the cries of Eddie from the tin hat. He'll have to go off before he comes on again.
yeah, being accompanied by Michael Hunter, the thumbs up again from Michael Hunter. So, fortunately, Panther is going to be good to go again.
As I said, there's no one warming up, so there's not going to be a change. So he must be okay to carry on, obviously. The referee has the ball in his arms. Just having a chat with Tyrese Warmington, who's been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers in this game. Saved a penalty in the first half and 2 goal-bound shots in his 6-yard box in the second half. Kept his side at 0-0 as he comes forward with the ball, sends it direct on the right-hand side. Peters gets to it. There is Van Leer. Van Leer racing away. Still Van Tripped. Still Van Leer. Still Van Leer. And the referee now gives a free kick taken quickly to Thanodge. Thanodge gets it out to Panther on the wing. Panther 2 round him. Still Panther. Flicked it through, but in doing so, Redditch clear the ball. Mensah have to react here. There's a chance if there's a collision with Mensah. I was getting a bit worried there.
No, Cameron ran into Mensah rather than Mensah bringing him down, and Isaacson on the break for the Poppies finds Preston Bittermo in the midfield area. Back to Isaacson. Isaacson looking for his options. Coyle's on that far left-hand side, but he comes back inside to Fataggio. Fataggio trying to find Bittermo, but intercepted. And thought the referee was going to give a foul then, but it's play on. Fataggio, but he gives the ball away. But Panther somehow wins the ball and then gets clobbered by number 14 Ward. That really should be a card, but
It's interesting, Gary, to find out if the referee is going to book anybody, because Panther's taken an awful amount of stick from these Redditch players, and he's not given any protection whatsoever. That was a foul by Morgan Owen, blatantly taking him out by the byline.
It was Ward,
Ward was
14, yeah, that time. They seem to be sharing them out as well, which is a good old defensive dark art tactic, isn't it? Share the fouls out so the referee sort of think, yeah, okay, that's your first, that's your first, that's your first.
They've done 9. So
Yeah, exactly.
So Coyle then with this free kick down by the corner flag. Whips it in near post. It's headed out though easily. And Thanodge leaves it for Coyle. Coyle might try one. He does. Coyle, another great save from Warmington. On the volley it was from Coyle. It was swerving everywhere, but there was Warmington again denying the Poppies. Mensah gets ahead to it. A chance here for offside. And Panther wouldn't have seen that. We did. But Warmington, that's the 3rd goal-bound save he's made. Well, 4th if you count the penalty. And certainly keeping him keeping them in the tie.
Yeah, he's definitely the busier of the two goalkeepers. And good effort, I have to say, from Lewis Coyle. As we've already remarked, he's not scored yet for the Poppies. It's probably the closest he's come. Great shot from the edge of the box. Bit of swerve on it. Flying save from Warmington, though. Back underway with his goal kick. Flicked on. Away by Coyle. Van der Leer gets a nudge in the back. Or a play on, says the referee. Mensah heads it out for a throw-in.
Stamford 3 up against Banbury, almost securing their safety, I would think. Leeson still 1-0 up at Real Bedford. And no goals here. As the throw-in comes in, goes over everybody. Kettering need to get this clear if they can. Peters allows that to go through. He collides with a Redditch player who goes down in the penalty area. It will be a goal kick. And still no movement in the benches, either bench, to be honest. Although in saying that, Redditch are going to make a change.
Commentator curse there.
Yep.
You're going to make two changes. By the looks of it, two of their players getting stripped off, ready to come on.
White, it holds in the night sky. Peters gets ahead to it. Isaacson plays it on to Lachlan. Be a Kettering throw-in. Taken quickly, and it's been hoofed back into Kettering's half as Mensah allows that to go out for a throw-in right down by the corner flag. 70 minutes we're into here, still 0-0. Poppers with the best 4 chances of the game. Redditch having a chance themselves to go one up, which didn't amount to too much. Throw-in been taken. Van Leer pumps it forward, but hoofed back in by Owen. Won by Isaacson and then Van Leer, but again Owen pumps it in. Paul White comes out as Danny King advanced towards him. White. Again, that's hanging in the wind. Bittermo gets it to Isaacson, to Mensah, to Rowe. Rowe to Van Leer. But it's pumped forward. Paul White comes out as it looks like that they're going to be the first changes for Redditch. Not yet. Thanodge in the centre circle going forward. Thanodge squares the ball to Isaacson. Isaacson down this right-hand side. It's not a particularly good ball from him, though, and Redditch intercept it, get the ball away. Comes off Thanodge, and that will probably give them chance to make these sub changes. Not yet. And yes, they are going to make some changes. So let's see if their disco board works. Yeah.
It does.
Bishop
1917
is
so
going off.
Bishop is off the board
For Matt Warburton. And Lachlan going off for Tyler Brook.
So Bishop off for a Burton.
So there are 2 changes there for Redditch. Then Kettering is as is. So when we get back underway, it will be a throw-in. Luke Ward with it, right in front of us. So Ward headed out, cleared by Thanodge. Only Panther up front. He wins the header, but there's nobody there as Forshaw gets the ball back to the keeper, who slices it, but does enough. Intercepted by Rowe. It goes out for a throw-in. Ward again going to be taking this as the Redditch players getting some applause from their travelling fans. In the segregated part of the ground they're in. Thanodge heads this out back to Ward, to Fatajo. Ward, though, gets the ball back in. Mensah wins the header. But so does Bunn, and there's Peters. finds Solman. A chance here though. Comes in, shots in. Good save from Paul White. And that was hit with venom. Paul White good enough. And a solid game tonight as Whitey. But the goal kick though not as good as it could have been. It hangs again in the wind and is headed out by Redditch for a Poppy's throw-in. Isaacson collects the ball on this left-hand side. Isaacson trying to find Van Leer. There's Bittermo, but a foot in there from Warburton, his first touch. And that's been hoofed out by Mensah, goes out of the ground and probably down Polwell Lane. Oh, almost lost the clipboard then, knocked it off the top. That would have been fun. New ball required. It arrives. Ward with the throw-in on this left-hand side. 0-0. Poppy squandering a few chances. As Pataggio now comes away with the ball. There's Odie Panther going forward to Van Leer. Van Leer swings it to good border Panther if he can get onto it. Panther can get onto it. He's being manhandled a bit by Shambrook. Nobody with him. Coyle now joins in. Gets the ball over. Headed on. Out comes Warmington though. No threat really. Not the form that Warmington's been in tonight. Played really well, has the goalkeeper. And he dispatches that on the right hand side. Peters underneath it. He doesn't win the header. Coyle does. It's been pumped forward. Coyle needs to react quickly here. He's being chased down. That's going to run away though for a goal kick, which it is. And fits and starts this game really. It has moments of real excitement and moments of nothing happening too much. As Ward gets ahead to that, Bittermo and Van Leer get in each other's way. As Brook gets his first touch, sends it through. The chance here if the ball can bounce nice to Panther. It comes through to Rowe, but that's a great ball on the far side. Kettering have to watch this one. Coyle is over the far side with Warburton. Ball comes in, it hits Coyle. It's going to go for a corner, and has. It's a great ball, wasn't it? They ran away on that far side, got the ball over. And from nothing, Redditch conjure up a corner. 76 minutes gone here. Kettering fans rather quiet in the tin hat at the moment. Nerves getting to them, Gary. Gone to collect the ball. So gives the visitors a chance to put the Kettering defence under pressure once again. Looks like it's going to be, if there is a goal, it's going to be whoever gets one first. It comes in, he headed out this time by Thanoj, hoofed back in by Bunn to the corner taker. He does well, but cleared, not cleared actually. There's a chance here if the number 4 puts one in, he does. And that was a shot by Morgan Owen that went wide of Paul White. Said on Saturday, Kettering didn't get the rub of the green until later on, and it's what's happening here at the moment. All the 50-50s seem to be going Redditch's way. Any bounce goes their way at the moment. There's an example there where the ball was cleared. It hit a Redditch player who put in a shot that went wide. As Panther can't win that one. Luke Ward did, puts it out for a throw-in. Ben Isaacson, I don't know where the ball's gone, but it is back with us. Isaacson on the halfway line with the throw, trying to find Van Leer. He's beaten to it, but Bittermo gets it through to Fataggio. He's beaten to it by Forshaw. It's hooked high. Isaacson wins the header. It's going to go out, though, for a throw-in on this right-hand side. Still no changes for Kettering. Nobody warming up. Well, there is somebody warming up, I think, over the far side. Yes, there are.
Yeah.
There's Wes York out there, and I think that is Zach Fifield or Williams? Fifield. Ward with the throw-in on this right-hand side. flicked on. And Coyle fires that one high towards Panther. He does win the header, but in doing so gives the ball away to Thanodge. Thanodge, heavy touch, but it bounces in Redditch's favour once again. These 50-50s are working. Brook down the far side will be a goal kick. Very good work from Isaacson. And Paul White with the kick, just taps it to Harvey Peters. He sends it long, but headed back into Kettering's half. Redditch again with the ball with Bunn. Another good ball on that far side. Peters needs to react quickly here. He's got Warburton on that far side. Actually, Danny King, and he went down, not Warburton, but and has stayed down. Paul White going over to collect the ball. He hasn't moved. I think he's dead. He's not moved.
The King is dead. No.
And referee signalling on the sports therapist.
No,
so he has moved now.
Yep.
And finally, there's going to be a substitution for the Poppies.
Yep. Going to wait and see.
Van
Wait
Leer
for the
is
disco
going off.
board.
Which usually
Looks like Alfie Lewis.
Alfie Lewis, 22, isn't it?
22
It is,
20
yeah.
maybe.
It's usually the one, isn't it?
Yep.
So Alfie Lewis replacing Will Van Leer.
Or is he?
Or is he?
Coyle's
Panther,
Coyle's now gone down to the ground.
well, we're not sure what's going on. There's a player down for Redditch on the far side receiving treatment. The board went up for Van Leer to come off, but Panther is that Panther?
No, it's Coyle.
Coyle, is it? Coyle's gone down. Yeah, I need another set of glasses. These don't work. It doesn't look good for Coyle. Probably that shot, took him by surprise, and it was innocuous, wasn't it? Then when he went down, it was.
It gives a chance really for both managers. Obviously, there's 2 injuries, so both managers now rallying the troops, getting a bit of tactical information across. Players able to get a bit of drink fluid inside them. Lyndon King is back on his feet. Coyle is getting a stretch to his looks like his right leg. Don't try that manoeuvre at home, Cookie, otherwise you might be in a bit of trouble.
Van Leer is being replaced.
Yeah, it's Lewis.
By Lewis. Coyle still down though, receiving treatment. In my day, if you had a hamstring problem, it used to be the old bucket and sponge and the cry, if you got another one, get on with it,
Yeah.
And another one here.
Bit of Ralgec spray and all, no doubt, for the heat, but there's going to be a second substitution.
Where's York coming on?
It's going to be
Coyle.
Coyle for York.
So that's not good news.
York for Coyle.
Coyle going with that big game on Saturday coming up.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not
Maybe
too
like
serious.
precautionary, I think.
It might be precautionary. Let's hope it is.
A lot of games, a lot of football been played over the last 8 weeks for the men in red.
So two changes then for the Poppies. One enforced. Where's York coming on? He always gives 100% as Paul White gets us back underway. And he's headed back. There's a chance here for Redditch to break away, which they've done with Ward. Ward coming through, gets it out wide. It's a good ball to Brook. Slips the ball in to Warburton. He puts a shot in, it's blocked. And then Rowe intercepts, but it goes straight to a Redditch player on the far side, which is Shambrook. He pumps the ball back in. And Isaacson has to get a head in. It's a bit frantic for Kettering. Only Panther up front. It's back with Owen. He humps it back in again. Peters gets a back header to Mensah. Mensah clears the ball. It won't reach Rowe. It reaches Ward instead. Warburton. Back to Ward. Ward on this left-hand side. Feeds the ball through to Brook. Brook, right footed, puts it over the far side, top of the head, and that goes out for a goal kick. 83 minutes, 0-0. And Redditch putting the Poppers under a bit of pressure.
Yes, mentioned about the Banbury game. There are similarities. I think we played better than we did against Banbury. We've certainly caused Warmington to be making several saves this evening. We haven't got past him yet, though.
Ball being pumped through, but Robbie Bunn lumps it back to Peters, who heads it back to Thanodge. He finds York, who's out there. He overhit that, though, York. It goes out of play for a throw into Redditch on the halfway line. As I said earlier, nothing seems to be going Kettering's way at the moment. As Gary said, similar is with that Banbury game. As York gets it to Thanodge. Thanodge sends it along for Panther, but Owen is there. Panther beats him, though, gets the ball, needs some help. Goes down. Referee says nothing. That's a throw in. Usually, if you can't stop Panther, you bring him down, don't you? That's what most teams are doing these days. So it will be a throw in. Blaine Rowe going to the opposite side of the ground to take this. Wedge York coming back to keep Tyler Brook under observation. He's the only one forward for Redditch. Rowe with the throw. In it comes. Back header, headed out. And a free kick as Mensah came in, as Bitmo came in, sorry, for a speculative drive that went wide, but the referee had already blown for a free kick as another player is hobbling around, has gone down.
Lewis.
Lewis, who's just come on.
I know. He got injured in the challenge where he's given the free kick away on the edge of the Redditch box. He's limping.
Well, he has been suffering from injury, hasn't he? That's why he's been on the subs bench the last few games.
That won't help.
He was a regular starter until recently. And, yeah, he's limping around and he's gone down, he's signalled. And more time going on as Michael Hunter busy again.
Yep. And this will be bad news for Kettering and bad news for Alfie Lewis if he has exacerbated a problem in that fairly innocuous looking challenge. Let's hope that the magic sponge does its trick and he's okay to carry on, but it's just sort of another fragmentation of this second half. There's certainly going to be plenty of injury time to be added to proceedings here this evening.
You've seen that Stamford have gone 4 up against Banbury. They're very, very good at home since the turn of the year. Not so good away, but their home form is going to see them through, I think, to safety. Lewis is still down. It's been a very, very bitty game. To be honest, Kettering with the better chances in the game. They should be ahead, but they're not, thanks to some excellent goalkeeping by Warmington.
He's not been able to continue either. He's going to get the substitute. He's going to be substituted, unfortunately.
That isn't... Yeah. So Alfie Lewis goes off after him coming on. The quickest substitution I think, in Kettering's history. I've got records of all those, and doesn't look good for Alfie Lewis. So he's going
to go off. Kai Williams is coming on. Kai Williams.
Kai Williams is coming on as a replacement for Lewis. So another one in the injury box. So literally,
shame all round that is for Alfie just coming back, as you said, from injury.
It's exactly the
That's
same as Levi Andow, wasn't it? He
Yeah,
came back
he
and
did.
he lasted a bit longer than, but at least a half, didn't he, before he had to go off again. But not good news for Kettering fans as Warmington, sorry, gets us back underway. Another Kettering player goes down. He only falls down. It's for Tajo. He's up. Is into the 89th minute now. There will be quite a bit of time, I would think, added on. And Peters takes the throw. He's hooked back. Mensah's going to have to react quickly here. Has he got the pace? No, he hasn't. And ball is back on the far side. It loops in, headed out by Bittermo to Williams. And Williams can't win that one. Blaine Rowe intercepts, gets it to Peters, but he heads the ball straight to Warburton. Getting into that dodgy time again. It's a good ball on the far side as York needs to see that one out. He does. It's a corner though. Well, it last minute goals. Are we going to see another one? This time in the wrong end. Hopefully not. Just seen that Paul White has been nominated as man of the match. And but let's hope he's not brought into action here as the ball comes in. It's headed out, cleared, handball comes in, goal. No, handball. The referee saw that straight away as Robbie Burton goes over to talk to the referee, but he saw the handball. Good spot from the keeper. And Cameron furious with the referee. He wants to be careful here.
That was a good strike.
Was a good strike. Hit it well. And but it remains 0-0. And Kettering missed a penalty. And Redditch had a goal disallowed for handball. As Panther heads the ball through, but it's cut out by Luke Ward. Tajo gets the head to this one. Foul on for Tajo. But he goes down.
7 minutes on time. 7 minutes on time.
So 7 minutes of added time.
7 minutes. And it's going to be 7 minutes for Kai Fifield as well, because he's stripped ready to go. The board's going up, and I would imagine it's going to be for Taggio, who's going to be. He's got a bit of a limp on, so yeah.
So Kai Fifield looks like for Ishmael.
We think it is, although the board's still not gone up. Well, is it? Is it Fifield? Is Fifield coming on? The board still hasn't gone up.
Well, he's on, so there goes the whistle. Comes in towards that back pair's Mensah there. A chance here for Williams. He can't get his feet right, and he hooks it over. It wouldn't bounce right for him, and he hit that one over. As Redditch going to make another substitution. Jensen Sumnall coming on for Joel Shambrook.
Substitution on Max Nasty to Joel towards the 16. Jensen Sumnall.
So will be Warmington to get us back underway.
And it looks like Levi Ando's also coming up.
Looks like Levi Ando is going to come on as well.
Eddie Panther that is going off.
Panther going off.
Yeah, Panther's off. Fifield's on. Ando is on. And I presume it's for Tad. Yeah, for Tad Joe's left the field. So finally the board goes up.
Williams and Fifield up front then.
Yeah.
Ando slips back into the defence. That's all substitutions used by Kettering. Still 5 minutes or so to go. A header there by Ando straight away. And a throw in to Redditch on that far side. Never say never in these games. As Redditch had the ball in the net once, as they're coming forward again. Here's a chance on this far side. Ball comes in. Chance at goal. 1-0. Near post. And Redditch take the lead.
Yeah, substitute. Warburton. And he's probably nicked it for the visitors. Those changes have not helped the Poppies, unfortunately. It was always looked like a game where one goal would decide it. And unfortunately for the Poppies, they've conceded in extra time here at Latimer Park. And Redditch have got the noses in front.
Yep. We know what it's like. We did the same on Saturday. And Redditch are punished at Kettering in time added on. And that could be it this evening. So Redditch take an eternity to getting back into their own half. All to do with that penalty miss, maybe. How critical was that miss in that first half? And then the goalkeeper Warmington producing heroics to keep them in the game. And Stanodge gives the ball away straight away to Ward. Puts it through to Cameron. As Bittermo loses the ball. There's a chance here for Cameron, but it's back with Mensah. Bittermo. And foul on Bittermo by Cameron. And Paul White coming out to take this free kick right in front of us here. Into the 5th minute of the 7 added. White sends it out wide and it misses everybody. Goes for a throw on that far side, much to the joy of the Redditch fans, who are a little bit more livelier than they've been all game. I wonder why. And the final change for Redditch sees Dudley Tooley coming on for Alex Cameron. Final change for them.
Substitution for Redditch on 90 minutes. In the field line, Alex Cameron is the final Dexter.
So time running out for the Poppies. And makes it more interesting now for Saturday. If this result stays as it is, the ball is back with Mensah. Mensah gets the ball back to Paul White. Paul White going to have to react quickly here. Threads the ball through to Isaacson. Isaacson turns, going forward. Isaacson squares it to Peters on the far side. Peters now going forward. Harvey Peters out wide to York. York then loses the ball, but gets a thrown out of it. Taken quickly to Mensah in the centre. Everybody back for Redditch, as you'd expect. Mensah going forward. Mensah, dumb as his man, threads the ball through to Bittermo. Bittermo out to York. York puts the ball in. There's Mensah. Mensah comes in, goes down. Goal! Well, that came out of nothing. Mensah made that. Williams strikes. Kettering equalise in the 97th minute.
Well, we've not been very complimentary about the referee, but I tell you now, he played a great advantage because Mensah was certainly fouled on the edge of the box. The ball broke into the penalty area, and Williams was there to sweep the ball home and send the Kettering fans away to our right to delirium. And my word, have we got out of jail there, Cookie?
Indeed we have, and is there time for a winner? Some of the Kettering fans had already left. Never leave a football match before 100 minutes. As the ball comes forward, York on that far side. York threads the ball through. Mensah gets ahead to it. Andow also does well here. Under pressure, goes down. Mensah gets the ball through to Williams. Williams, a little juggling there, threads the ball through. It's a good ball, but I think Forshaw will get there first. We're into 8 minutes of time on. It's York racing away on that far side. York, is there going to be another dramatic moment here at Latimer Park? As York still coming forward. York threads the ball through here. It comes into towards that back post. It goes over everybody. And Redditch just clear it anywhere. And cries of handball, but nothing given as Redditch now break away. With Sumnall who goes down. And a foul on Sumnall. Well, we're into the 9th minute now of time added on.
Yeah, there'll be time for this to be taken, though. There was a substitution earlier.
Well, over the ball is...
Poppies have just got to defend this free kick, really.
Solomon. Solomon then right-footed puts the ball in towards the back there. Mensah, the head comes in. And Williams is going to clear the ball. And there goes the final whistle. Kettering keep it alive. Both goals scored in extra time. Time added on. And a bit of get out of jail, but overall the game, Kettering should have won this one.
Yeah, I think
the chances.
I think a point's the least we deserved, Paul, to be honest. It wasn't a great game of football, but we certainly edged it on chances. Warmington was by far the busiest goalkeeper. It looked as though Redditch had snatched it at the end, but the Poppies said, no, we're not doing that. And that draw is vital because that keeps it in our hands. So 2 games to go. It's in our hands. We turn to Starbridge versus Needham Market tomorrow night. But even if Needham Market win, it's still in the Poppies' hands to get to that playoffs.
It is indeed, as all the players in the centre there. Dramatic ending again at Latimer Park. Goals in the time added on. That's in both the last 2 games. 3 goals after 90 minutes. And Kettering never say never attitude has kept them in the hunt. And it ends here 1-1 at Latimer Park. We'll be with you on Saturday for that pulsating game against Halesowen. But from Gary, myself and the Matchday Media team, for now, good night.